Hello, everyone. My name is Ashanti Brunston. I'm going to be informing you guys today about college depression, which I'm sure, if not all of us, some of us may know about, including me. I will be talking about the different effects that it have on different students, whether you're working, whether you're involved in different activities in college, or whether you're just a student that likes to stay in your dorm to yourself. And I will also be informing you guys about the different strategies that you can take or do while still trying to maintain college work, a job, or just being a normal student. I'm not sure if you can see that, but so I'm going to be going over like 5 different categories of what you can do, what to do, and how it affects different students. Firstly, I'm going to start with prevalence. And because of demanding academic schedules, difficult social situations, and significant life changes, college students are more likely to experience depression. I was one of those students that my first year, I was just trying to adapt to change. I also had a death in the family, so it was just a lot going on for me. Depression is becoming a more and more common thing for college students, which makes it a public health concern because people deal with depression differently. I mean, I wasn't just like going off the deep end, but like I was always in my room. I never would talk to anybody. I was just in my room constantly doing work, and I would find myself some days just sad. I don't even know what for. Sad for nothing. Well, I wouldn't say for nothing, just dealing with life. Studies have shown that 20 to 30% of college students have symptoms of depression at some point in their college career, which mine was my freshman year of college. The high rates of depression in this population are partly attributed to stressors related to academic obligations, social pressures, financial concerns, and the transitions into adulthood. The academic impact that it has on students. A student suffering from depression may find it difficult to focus, finish homework, and perform well on tests most of the time. But as a result, the student may receive a worse mark, be placed on academic probation, or even drop out. Me personally, I was really struggling with my grades a lot. And most of the time I just didn't feel like doing it, which I never really talked to anyone. I never went to seek professional help, which I do know that we have a place to go on campus for students with depression, or to be able to talk about it and stuff like that. Some key factors that include academic pressure is stress and anxiety. It can be brought on by high standards, a demanding workload, and competitiveness. As well as time management. Juggling a job or social life and studies may be very demanding, or sleep deprivation. Stress or studying related sleep deprivation might make your mental health worse. I was one of those students that would not go to bed at nighttime, and then when it comes time to turn an assignment in or do something, I would always wait till last minute. Why I was waiting till last minute? Because I did have a job, so I really didn't have time to kind of, what am I trying to say? I didn't really have time to make out what I needed to do in enough time to be able to do it, if that makes sense. Personal well-being, I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but my personal well-being, every element of a student's life, including their relationships, Eating habits, sleeping patterns, and physical health can be impacted by depression. Other mental health problems like anxiety, substance misuse, and in extreme situations, suicidal thoughts may result from it. Now, me on a personal level, I never really had suicidal thoughts. I was just always sad all the time. I didn't really want to go out with friends. I was just always to myself. But here are a few ways to help manage your personal well-being as well as depression while still trying to maintain school. Establish a routine. For one, having a daily schedule that is content might give you a sense of security and control, knowing what you have to do and when you have to do it. Even if it's so much as writing out a plan, you should definitely have a plan. If you have a job, make time for your job. If you have schoolwork while in the time of having a job, make time for your schoolwork. Even on your off days, make time. Keep in touch. Preserve your bonds with loved ones and support systems. Having social ties is essential for mental wellness. You should seek professional assistance if you need it. Most people don't. Most people get over it for themselves. For example, myself, I kind of got over it by myself. I am a person that likes to deal with things on her own. So I eventually did overcome the depression part. You may look for outside therapists or make use of counseling resources on campus, which we do have. Now, most college students, they do drugs, they do alcohol, just a part of the experience of college. But these substances can worsen the depression and make it more difficult to develop healthy coping mechanisms. And what I mean by that is abusing alcohol, abusing drugs, you do lose brain cells from drugs or from alcohol. But some people, that's how they're able to deal with their depression is drugs or alcohol, which I'm not saying that is a healthy way, which is why you should seek professional help. And then you should also take part in things that you enjoy. I'm sure you have friends, but if not, then you should do things that interest you and hobbies that bring happiness and contentment, as well as activities around campus. I know that we do have several activities around campus that, helps us to be able to get out of our room, interact with people, new people at that. Me as an incoming freshman, I was not a big people person. I was actually nervous to talk to other people. I didn't really have a lot of friends. I actually didn't make friends until probably about spring semester of freshman year. The social impact that it has on a student's capacity to establish and sustain relationships may be impacted by depression, which can cause social disengagement, which depression may get worse as a result of isolating yourself. I did isolate myself from everyone. I went to class, I went to the caf to eat, and I went back to my room. I tend to sit in my room for hours and try to do homework, but I now realize as the older that I get that I was overstimulating myself. So I wasn't retaining information that I needed, and I wasn't getting the work done that I needed to get done, which resulted in my grades falling. Support systems and stigma awareness. A key factor in reducing depression is the accessibility and quality of support networks, such as peer support groups and counseling services. And for students who are depressed, schools do provide adjustments as far as if you bring it to, a professor's attention that you're going through depression or something with mental health, then I do know for a fact that they do try to help you as far as including longer deadlines, more flexible attendance guidelines, and different ways for you to be able to perform tests when needed. And stigma awareness. Mental health problems such as depression are frequently stigmatized, Raising awareness and comprehension can assist in lessening stigma, which will motivate more students to seek professional help. To reduce stigma and educate students about mental health, colleges can host awareness weeks, seminars, and workshops, which I'm not really aware of us, hosting seminars or workshops, but they do have activities where, like, for instance, like for spring break, for spring break week, when finals are coming up and stuff like that, we do have time to go out on the yard, enjoy activities, eat, just have fun, and engage with the whole college community. Me personally, like I said in the beginning, my first year, it was horrible. I had a death in the family, so I was not doing what I needed to do as a student. My grades were falling tremendously, like for two semesters straight almost. I was always in my room. I never engaged with students because I was nervous to interact with people, well, new people anyway. I did not have to seek professional help because I feel like I was able to handle it on my own. As I said before, I wasn't just like in the thoughts of, ending myself or doing anything bad. I always seemed to find myself sad for really no reason at all. But now that I realize I was actually overstimulated, I didn't really have anything to take my mind off of, other than what I had to do. I had to work and I had to do my schoolwork, which when I did start making friends, I did start going out. But this also played a part in my grades falling. It was time to go out, I go out knowing that I had an assignment due, and I still wouldn't, do what I needed to do, which is not great. You should not procrastinate. That's the word I was looking for. You should not procrastinate because it's so hard for you to be able to catch up. Like I said, most people do go through depression. Most people show it. Most people don't. Most people go through it differently. You never know what people are going through. Personally, it came to me about sophomore year, the beginning of the year, and I'm just like, okay, I cannot have a repeat of last year, But I mean, I do feel that students will overcome depression most of the part of the time in college, because I feel like it's just for a temporary time because you have so much going on. You're trying to figure out, what you want to do. Maybe this is your first time living on your own. It could be, several things that causes depression. Me personally, I got over it within the year. It was kind of hard, having the death in the family and, a very important death, and trying to maintain work and maintain school. It was very hard for me. Some people it may not be, but I mean, I found a way to overcome. I started going out more, but I also started staying in the library every day until I got my work done or what I needed to get done for the day. I always go to the library before I tend to go out with my friends, just to make sure I have everything done that's upcoming. And for anyone else that is, going through depression or I would say that you surround yourself with support systems like your friends, peer support groups. I would say that you go out and enjoy yourself. Don't isolate yourself in your room because it could worsen the depression. In conclusion, I feel that it is very important to identify and treat college depression in order to create a safe, effective, and encouraging learning environment. So that would be the end of my presentation. Thank you guys.